It's week 1 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cowboys and the Browns. And it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. It's the start of a new season in the NFL. Welcome to our first Sunday of 2024 with football. Mike Tirico, my partner this year, Greg Olsen. Greg, so excited to be with you and so excited about week 1. You build it up, you talk about it for 6 months, but when it arrives, man, it feels so good.
And it's really the only week of the entire season, Mike, where all 32 teams are all dreaming the same thing. Playoffs, Super
It is the opener of the 2024 season for these two teams, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg, a season ago, already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now, man, back for his second go-around with the Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They'll stick with Elliott. Oh! What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
And he'll take it on in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems, Mike, the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Browns led out by their quarterback, Deshaun Watson, the stardom early in Houston. Now his 3rd season with the Browns, 8th season in the league, as Watson tries to get this Browns team going in this one.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of an excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
Here's Watson now on second down. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watson going to give it to Chubb. And how about that back bulldozing his way forward? A gain of 9 yards. Second and a yard.
Brings up second and 1.
Once again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Brings up second and 3.
From the shotgun, here's Watson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Yards to go.
Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Watson going to get this one out to Cooper. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the zone read, they hand it to Chubb. He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Chubb. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Third down and 9.
Brings up third down and 9.
Shotgun snap to Watson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cowboys offense ready now for their second drive. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now a screen set up for Elliott. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Now he takes off. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down. Now a 3rd and 2. On play action, here's Dak. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Browns offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Chubb. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Watson to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now Watson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Off play action, here's Watson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. They'll go with Chubb. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Watson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A run up the middle with Chubb. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Damone Clark there to get him down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing is Watson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. To throw is Watson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Watson. Yeah!
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
He's got his big tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
On now, Cade York for the point after. He knocks it through, and the Browns are on top. It's now 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott, and he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Grant Delpit up to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Pistol now for Prescott. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 10-7 is the score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the play fake, Dak. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 3rd and 6. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense.
So now, following the penalty, they're only going to need a yard. It is 3rd and 1. Handoff here to Zeke. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the 1st down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. First down, Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. On 2nd down, it's Dak. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down. Here's 3rd and 2. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. So from 3rd and 2, back him up to 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This officially a 58-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
On the return, it's Jerome Ford.
Return team.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Running is Chubb. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Now Chubb. First down and more for Chubb. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of a couple. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw is Watson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack. 3rd and long. Now it's Watson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
Not much there, maybe a yard. On 2nd down, Chubb. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Watson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive linemen had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Cavante Turpin on the return. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. So this next drive about to get going. We remind you, coming up later tonight, the regular season premiere of Sunday Night Football. It's a good one. Playoff rematch, Stafford against Goff, the Rams and the Lions from Ford Field. That's at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, we wrap up week 1 with Monday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers gets another shot at a Monday opener. The Jets and Niners from Santa Clara, 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 West Coast time.
Ball start.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Myles Garrett is able to bring him down for a sack, and that's something the reigning Defensive Player of the Year was able to do 14 times just a season ago. I'm not sure there's a more dynamic or dominant defensive lineman in the entire league.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Nick Chubb and the rest of the Browns offense set to take over again. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, You lean on him. And your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Watson. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, here's Watson. He'll try to run for it.
Number 4, Deshaun Watson on the keeper.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Going to start this on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Room to run inside the 40. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another 1st down. They'll stick with Elliott. He'll push forward here down to about the 27. That was Jordan Hicks who got him down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
2nd down, Prescott. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and their star running back, Nick Chubb, set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Watson. To the left side, he's got Njoku. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Watson to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
David Njoku.
3rd and 2, and it's Watson. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't...
The ball's out. And one of the Browns is in there, and yes, Cleveland able to retain possession. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome to the Madden family for you and Greg. And to you at home as we take you around the NFL here on NFL Kickoff Weekend 2024. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Derek Carr, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Watson to throw. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Watson going to give it to Chubb. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw is Watson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Holding offense.
Here's Chubb. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. They get the former number 10 overall pick, Jedrick Wills. They'll run right here with Chubb. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Slot man in motion left. A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. And he'll work this out to the 23. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and veteran Ezekiel Elliott making their way back out. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Again, here's Zeke. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Play fake. Prescott. That's complete to Elliott.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and short. Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's into the hands of the veteran Cooks. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Here's Zeke. Ho-ho! And the Cowboys are going to have themselves a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Tyler Smith, guilty on that one. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Now a screen set up for Elliott. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Browns offense getting set to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll run Zeke up the middle. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A run here right side with Elliott. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he will go all the way. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Once again, it's Chubb. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd down is Watson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
An 8-yard loss.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll go with Chubb.
Holding offense.
Slot receiver headed right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, here's Watson. A ball deep for the end zone. To the goal line and in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
York, good on the extra point. And the Browns will cut the deficit to 7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. On the give, it's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Prescott. All alone, Ferguson, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Straight ahead, it's Elliott. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Cowboys. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Cowboys 34, Browns 20.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and quarterback Deshaun Watson getting set for their next drive. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. On the ground, it's Chubb. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Shotgun snap to Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
3rd down and 17.
Now it's Watson. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Now Chubb. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 41-yard.
Here's Watson. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Cowboys have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game. Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still second down.
Hand off here to Zeke. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
They'll stick with Elliott.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it's going to be 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This one from 47 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys add on to their lead. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Back to throw is Watson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Watson. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Watson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of him.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd down and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he will score. Jamari Thrash. Touchdown, Browns. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. York, good on the extra point. And the Browns are able to cut the deficit to 10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. An injured player on the field. That is Myles Garrett. being tended to. They cannot lose him. Dak going to throw it here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
They'll run it here with Zeke. Woo! Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
Prescott. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. Prescott now. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz planned for this fourth down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
That's the big tight end, Jordan Akins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On second down, here's Watson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Again, it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's Chubb. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. One more time, it's Chubb. And he will score! Game on! Nick Chubb, touchdown Cleveland. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
First down, Prescott. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass, and that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. The ball comes out, but this is taken in by a teammate. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On the ground, it's Elliott. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. In motion, Lamb. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. He's going to keep it himself. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Now he'll run it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. He'll look underneath here for Chubb. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. To throw is Watson. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. What will they do on this play? 3rd down, needing 8. Back to throw is Watson. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They snap it to Watson. I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Gonna start this on the ground with Elliott. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
brought down at the 15-yard line.
So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.